Hello and welcome. My name is John Bachtler. I'm the Vice Chair of the Regional Studies Association, and I'm delighted to be here on behalf of the board of the RSA to give the 2022 Distinguished Service to Regional Studies Award to Emeritus Professor of Geography, Jim Walsh. This is a new award, and it's intended to recognize those who've made an important contribution to the field, either through long-lasting quiet service or brief but impactful intervention. And I can think of few people who've made the scale and extent of the contribution to regional studies in Ireland and further afield than Jim Walsh. Just to pick out a few highlights of his long career and his contribution to the field. Jim is, as I said, is Emeritus Professor of Geography at Maynooth University in Ireland. He was head of the Maynooth Department of Geography from 1995 to 2005 and a co-founder of the National Institute for Regional and Spatial Analysis. From 2005, he was Vice President of the university until 2016, with a wide range of responsibilities, including Deputy President 2007 to 12. He has contributed to a range of fields within regional studies, including rural and regional development, demographic change, spatial planning. And I'm sure many members of the RSA and further afield will be aware of his extensive publications and presentations. He's contributed extensively also to areas of public policy, including membership of the National Economic and Social Council, expert advisory groups for National Spatial Strategy and the National Planning Framework, and Ireland's Rural Development Strategy. And for many years, he was Ireland's contact point for ESPON, for the European Spatial Planning Observation Network. As far as the RSA is concerned, and I'm sure the board would want me to stress this in particular, he's made a huge contribution over many years to the RSA. He's been an RSA member since 1979, when the association was a lot smaller, very different from the current scale of the association. He became a member of the Executive Committee of the Irish branch in 1993 and served as chair between 1994 and 1998. And over that period, Jim was extremely active in promoting the cause of regional studies through conferences and other activities to encourage regional and local development, research and knowledge exchange in Ireland. So Jim is an exemplar recipient of this new award, and in fact he's the first recipient of this award in 2022. Congratulations, Jim, and thank you very much for being here, at least virtually, for us to present to you with the award.
I am delighted to accept this award by the board of the Regional Studies Association for distinguished service to regional studies. I feel privileged to be included among the first recipients of the award, and I regard it as a great personal honour, which I will treasure. I want to thank the board for considering me for this award, and especially I want to thank you, John, for your very generous resume of my activities over the last 40 years or so. I'm very pleased also that it is you that is doing this. I have watched and read and listened to you at many RSA conferences over the years. I'd like to say that I have benefited greatly from my involvement with the Regional Studies Association. The journals and conferences are always a stimulating source of new ideas, concepts and evidence, which I relied upon throughout my teaching, research and policy advisory work. And I'm constantly guided by the RSA tagline, research today, policy tomorrow. And I continue to receive the journals. This morning, I received the latest issue of Territory, Politics and Governance. Yesterday, I got the latest a policy impact book on connected and autonomous vehicles. And only last week I got the latest issue of the journal. So the regional studies is very much on my desk, provides lots of intellectual stimulation, and will do so in the future. I wish the RSA continuous success as the premier international academic association devoted to research and support for scholars in the field of regional studies. I look forward to continuing my learning and intellectual enrichment over the coming years from the RSA publications and conferences. I'd like to conclude by thanking Alex and Lisa in the RSA offices for organizing this event today. And on a personal level, I also want to thank my wife, Jean, sitting here beside me, who has traveled on the journey on promoting regional studies with me over the 40 plus years. Now, thank you, John, and I hand back now.
Jim, thank you very much for those words. And it's lovely that you could be joined here by Jean and your children. And I know from my own experience how much your family lives through the work that you do, and the pressures and stresses of academic and policy life. It was a real pleasure to see you. I'm sorry that it's just virtual, and I hope that before too much longer there'll be an opportunity for us to meet again in person. Thanks very much for joining us virtually today, and congratulations again, and goodbye.